Before we begin, I have to put this disclaimer out here because there's a lot of people that watches my videos for the first time, or you just happen to be an individual that can't seem to grasp the concept. But either way, on my YouTube channel, the Sports Political Channel of LB, he does not support Republicans. He does not support Democrats. He is an individual that will put the information out there, and then it is up to you to make your decision. What you do with that information is totally up to you. He will not convince you to vote for Donald Trump. He will not convince you to vote for Kamala Harris. He will not convince you to vote against Donald Trump, and he will not convince you to vote against Kamala Harris. You do with the information that he provides you as such. All right. Once again, for the people in the back, right? The Sports and Political Channel LB does not support Republicans, nor does he support Democrats. All right. Period. Now that he's not a conservative, he's not a liberal, he's not a moderate, he's not a Republican, Democrat, none of these other funky ass white supremacist terms you like to project on the people. He is independent. That means he has no bias towards or against a certain entity or body. He is fair and balanced, and he calls it down the middle, unlike a lot of these mainstream media outlets that you listen to. Now that we've gotten that out the way, let's get on with this. Now, these bootlicks on the left, right? I'm talking about the Joy Reids and the Van Jones and such, and the Roland Martins and the Mark Lamont Shills and the Corey sellouts. They all working overtime to try to get you to vote for this part-time black woman, full-time con artist, and Camel Toe, Camel Toe, also known as Vice President Kamala Harris, right? Now, Van Jones was crying yet again on TV about Biden stepping down and all this other stuff, right? Trying to fight back those tears in the day, Vanny. You try to fight back those tears and you was out there stuttering and stammering and all that, talking about character matters. But aside from that, I'll get back to that in another video, right? Because I want to cook this chrome dome known as Destro of G.I. Joe. More like a G.I. joke. But either way, let's see what he had to say when it comes to Kamala Harris. By the way, Vanity, fair use. DJ, spin that shit.
You're going to see something you haven't seen before. Black men are not going to put up with that. I was on a phone call with 20,000 black men. The word protect came up about 1,000 times.
Okay. I will pause this thing in segments to give my little breakdown of this, right? So you said you was on this phone call with 20,000 black men. Okay. And you said that 1,000 of these black men said protect this sister. Who are these black men that you're referring to? Van Jones? Who are these black men that's sitting up here saying, oh, we got to protect this sister? Now, mind you, not one time Kamala Harris has came out and said that she was a black woman. She's always said that she was this quote-unquote person of color, right? So who are these black men that you're referring to? Ain't she got a husband? Tell her Jewish husband to protect her. The fuck? Let's continue with the diarrhea of the mouth.
Protect this sister. Protect this sister. We're going to protect her. Protect her. You're about to see something you haven't seen before. Look, people messed around with Hillary Clinton and said a bunch of mean stuff to her. Black men set that out. We won't set this out. So I don't think that the Republican Party understands that all the work that they did trying to get us over there two more days of this, it's going to be a problem.
Okay. So here's the thing. First of all, right? You sitting up here talking about Hillary Clinton, right? Hillary Clinton lost to Trump. And then you left out the part where Hillary Clinton was calling us super predators, right? You left that part out, you dumb motherfucker. Then let's talk about Kamala Harris first, because clearly this is the elephant in the room. This revolution that you're saying about all these black women going to come out and support Kamala Harris or whatever like that, where are these black women at? And I'm not talking about the tether class. I'm not talking about her sorority ties. I'm talking about the black women on the grassroots. Because all you got to do is look over Twitter, right? And there are a lot of black women coming out saying that they will not vote for Kamala Harris. You go over a lot of these social media outfits, you have black social media outlets, and you have a lot of black women that are coming out, putting their face on it, saying that they will not vote for Kamala Harris. We got to protect this sister. She has a husband, Van Jones. Tell her Jewish husband to protect her. She got the Secret Service on her side. Tell them to protect her. Not go sit up here, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris because the Democratic Party propped her ass up. Just like how downtown Willie Brown propped her ass up 30 years ago. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, right? She practiced the art of evolution, right? In the bedroom, she practiced the art of evolution in politics because one year she's Asian, another year she's Jamaican, another year she's black, another year she's South African, I can't keep up. What's up, yo? What's up, y'all? I see y'all in the building. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button. I can't keep up with Mystique, but she's out here practicing the art of evolution every 4 fucking years. So when did she become black, Van Jones, huh? Indulge me for a second. You still ain't answered that question yet. When did she become black? You think this could be this black woman revolution out here? Really, Van Jones? You think there's going to be a black woman evolution out here? You got black women there trying to take care of their children and all that? Oh, yeah, you want to talk about how Kamala Harris, when she was a prosecutor out in San Francisco, was putting black women in jail for that bullshit-ass truancy law out in San Francisco? See, you think we forgot. You think you're just going to repackage this woman and reintroduce her? How many times you going to fucking do that shit? Oh, man, this could be this revolution you never seen before. You start talking down on black women, and this could be this revolution you never seen before. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my black sisters, but Kamala Harris ain't black. So who are these 20,000 simps out here that talk to you and you was able to get them on board to voting for this woman? Who are these 20,000 motherfuckers you speak of? Can you name one? Can you provide the receipts? Is there a podcast? Please let me know, Van Jones. Is there a podcast out there that you did to where I can go and verify that these 20,000 black men was on this call and you was on this call with them and y'all got together and sing songs and reminisce about what could have been like back in the day and that you could get reparations? Oh yeah, by the way, Kamala Harris don't even support reparations. She don't support reparations. But Van Jones don't support reparations neither. But he can have a whole box of Kleenex on standby when Biden's out there, declaring that he won't run for the presidency again, and that character matters, and being a good dad matters, and being a good parent matters. You goofy fuck. Now, as much as I want to dance on the ashes of this mounds, right? Because you ain't no almond joy. Because to be an almond joy, you gotta have nuts, and that's something you clearly don't have, Van Jones. But look, I don't got time out the day to be cooking your stupid ass on all this other stuff. Because we gotta divert our attention to another individual who's out here talking all recklessly. Now, in case you didn't see this particular footage, right? I'm going to play it here for you, right here, right now. DJ, spin that shit.
I just gotta say it. Given the just stratospheric entrance of Vice President Kamala Harris into the presidential campaign, and she has now secured enough delegates to become the nominee, you're gonna look real crazy being on the other side of that line.
And you don't look real crazy right now with that haircut you got, Joy Reid. You don't look real crazy right now with that haircut and them big bug eyes of yours. And you sitting up here talking about, oh, she secured enough delegates for the nomination. Yeah, when nobody else is running against her. That's the part you're not telling nobody. But yet, see, the thing about you bootlegs is y'all always trying to make us out to be like we're some kind of idiots, like we're stupid. So let me get this straight. Biden drops out. There's a whole lot of money at the table. There's not a lot of time for the Democrats to properly go through the process of going through the debates, having candidates on at the ready, having people vote for the candidates. No, you just prop this woman up. This woman ain't won not one primary. She couldn't even carry 10% of the vote out in California. And yet, before I go, and yet, there's a couple more things I got to throw in there, right? She's not even well liked within her own Democratic Party. So, Joy Reid, riddle me this, Batgirl. How in the hell can somebody go from one of the most unpopular people in the Democratic Party to one of the top candidates, or not one of the top candidates, to the top candidate on the presidential ticket? And she ran unopposed. She didn't earn her way there. Say what you want about Trump, but Trump beat out all the other respected candidates, whether it be Nikki Haley, whether it be Vivek Ramaswamy, whether it be Ron DeSantis, whether it be Tim Scott. He beat out all those individuals to end up as the Republican nominee. Kamala Harris did not earn her way there. She was propped up there. So who look real crazy right now? Let's continue with her version of diarrhea of the mouth.
Particularly as a person of color, but really as anyone who claims to have any connection to the culture. You're going to look real weird and real lonely on that side. The door needs to close behind Amber. And she look crazy over there. But shut the door behind her. You really are going to look crazy being on that side, given the cultural phenomenon of Vice President Kamala Devi Harris. She's about to make history. She's about to become the first woman president. She brings together the African American community, the AAPI community, younger people. She is a whole meme, and I'm Gonna explain to y'all the fall of the coconut tree is a whole West Indian thing.
So why are you explaining the whole to this diaspora about the whole coconut tree? Just know you have a coconut head.
She brings together all of the aspects of the culture. HBCUs, she's a Howard graduate. The Divine Nine, she's an
And
AKA.
and
She is a woman of color extraordinaire.
and a woman of color extraordinaire to who? To who? To who? You know, all kinds of people go to HBCUs. What's up, Kenyon Perry? And y'all hit that like button for me too. Everybody hit that like button. Support the channel. Who are these? Who benefits from Kamala Harris being around them? Let me ask George Gage. Let me ask Jamal Truelove. Let me ask the dad of Matrice Richardson. Let me ask, who else can I ask? Let me ask the granddaughter of Nina Simone.
She would be the first like person from HBCU, like regular real world, to be president of the United States. In a
Also, because there's another thing that came to my mind. Just a couple years ago, out in Howard University, you had the student body was living out in tents because there was a massive rat infestation there, right? Yes. While the student body was learning about political science, was learning about biology, was learning about whatever they learned about at Howard University. Ratatouille was making soup in the kitchen, okay? And what did Kamala Harris and Taraji P. Henson, right, when they put on that cringeworthy skit at the BET Awards, but I ain't see them donate no money to the building fund or whatever kind of fund that way these kids can not have to worry about an unwanted guest being in their goddamn dorm room. But they always want to say, oh, she went to HBCU. So she gonna take her fake ass to the Howard homecoming. She gonna dance the two-step, right? Meanwhile, them kids are still living in tents because there's still rats in that motherfucker. Knocking down pots and pans, eating all the cheese, right? Nibbling at somebody's toes while they're trying to sleep. But yet, she could wear that. I went there, Howard University, with a badge of honor, right? The fuck out of here.
addition to being the first woman president, in addition to being the first black woman president, in addition to being the first AAPI president, she's bringing it all. And very importantly, she will be the first woman president after the fall of Roe v. Wade. A woman who brings women back to power after having our power stripped from us by 6 far right wingers on the Supreme Court, including one woman who turned on us. Baby, this is a cultural moment. Don't be on the wrong side of history. Don't.
Man, look, first of all, y'all ain't nothing but culture vultures. If you ask me, you said they talk about being on the wrong side of culture. You, along with Kamala Harris and all you other swagger jackers, ain't nothing but a bunch of goddamn culture vultures. She doing this for the culture. What culture? What's up, Carla? Hey, thank you for that information once again. What culture? What culture are you talking about? Please indulge me. What is this culture you talking about? Oh, she doing this for the culture. reparations checks at? Huh? Now for all, and this is another thing too. I need to put this out there, right? Because you got a lot of these darn so-called political activists that riding for this woman on TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, all this like, you gotta do your research, right? She sound all you motherfuckers out there that's talking, you gotta do your research. First of all, you sound like goddamn Simone Sanders when you say that. All these people that's sitting up here talking about, you gotta do your research when it comes to Kamala Harris. What research? You ain't telling us what kind of research we need to do. There's all kinds of information out there. And yet, all you people out there talking about you got to do your research. You won't even tell us the tangible benefits of the quote-unquote work she's doing. How does the black community benefit from all this work that Kamala Harris is doing? Now, mind you, the only work she was doing was being put in confinement by the media and by her party members alike a couple years ago after that gaffe she committed when it came to the whole border. So miss me with that, okay? Miss me with that. Now, in case you needed another piece of evidence, Kamala Harris, right? In case you need another piece of evidence, to vote for her, I'm not telling you to. That's not my job. That's not my job. My job is to not tell you who to vote for, who not to vote for. But I do have a piece of evidence here from a couple years ago. And I want you to take a look at it. DJ, spit.
You support reparations. And now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people.
No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole in the country, right?
But yet, these clowns will tell you that you got to vote for Kamala Harris, and if you don't vote for her, well, you ain't Black, you're crazy, you're all this other stuff. They'll sit up there and tell you that you're crazy and that you're weird and that all this other stupid ass shit, all this guilt tripping, finger wagging, and shaming to get you to vote for her. But if you don't, you all this other stuff. You ain't black. Make it make sense. And the only thing historic about this election is the beatdown that she's going to receive. That's the only thing historic about this election, okay? Because she was selected. That's what they're not telling you. And the evidence is there that she was selected. When you factor in Ohio, that gotta have a person name on the ballot, and then 2 days after the DNC, Michigan gotta have a name on the ballot, and then there's all this money that's out here. The campaign on nobody else can touch that money. AOC already let the cat out the bag. Then you factor in that she ran unopposed, nobody challenged her. Come on now. Come on now. You would be a blind bat to not see what the fuck going on. You have to have a case of Stevie Wonder in you to not see what the fuck going on. But it's media puppets will sit up here and guilt trip you and shame you and do all this other fugazi shit to try to get you to vote for this woman, and this woman has done nothing. She's done nothing for the black community. Nothing. You think just because she go to HBCU, that is enough for you to go out there and vote for her, right? You think Steve Harvey bringing that tail of a mustache and his bald-headed ass, right, looking like the walking embodiment of Mr. Clean, you think that motherfucker coming out at a damn convention in Atlanta, taking a break from recording Family Feud to tell you gotta vote for this woman and I'm supposed to go out there and vote for her? What about the clergymen, right? Because that's another element that hasn't been addressed yet. These clergymen, these pork chop preachers and pulpit pimps that sit up there on Sunday and tell you gotta believe in God, you gotta donate to my damn brand new Cadillac Escalade. Oh, because the church, hey, Biden already did it when he went to Mother Emanuel back in January when he ran for his reelection. I wouldn't be surprised if she took her ass to Alfred Street Baptist Church out there in Alexandria, Virginia, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if there were a whole bunch of bougie bootlicks going to sit up there and try to convince you to go out there and vote for this woman. Now, this woman ain't one time said that she was black. But you got this media bootlicks and puppets want to project onto you that she's black. They want you to believe that she's black, that she's down for the cause. You think just because last year she hosted some kind of 50th anniversary hip hop celebration at her house, and she's out there dressed like the Pink Panther, and she's dancing a vibrant thing like a damn slinky, you think that's enough for me to go out there and vote for her? The more you guys come out and tell you that she's the choice, the more I'm going to come back behind you and tell you that she's not. And no matter tears, no matter finger wagging, no matter cussing out by that three chick, no neck having ass motherfucker and Roland Martin. That's right, because Roland Martin, hey, you got big titties. You got big titties and big onesies. Rolling. You butterball. No matter Reese Colbert coming out there being this Kamala advocate and finger wagging and cussing your ass out like you ain't shit. Yeah, Reese Colbert, fuck you too. No matter social justice activists gonna sit up here and tell you all this stuff about Kamala Harris and all the quote unquote work she's done, and yet they can't produce no tangible benefits of this work that she's done. What's up, Mark Curry? You already know what it is, man. Couch 2024. Right? Because black folks are not just leaving the Democratic Party and we're just gonna do the two-step and we're gonna ease on down the road down to the Republican Party. That's not happening. Cause see, Van Jones, Joy Reid, and none of these other self-serving professional bullshit artists will tell you about the whole case about Nina Simone. They won't tell you about Steve Mnuchin when he ran that scam of a One West Bank, and she didn't go after him. Matter of fact, not only she didn't go after him, Steve Mnuchin donated to her campaign out in California. And what did Steve Mnuchin get in return for that? Oh yeah, he was the Treasury Secretary under the Trump administration. Cause see, unlike you people out there that's like, you gotta go and do your research. I've done my research. And I don't need to know everything, but I do need to know enough. Y'all sit up here and fall for the scam. Y'all can sit up here and fall for this scam if you want to. I ain't voting for neither party. I'm not voting for Trump. Trump is a goddamn 34-time convicted felon. But this ain't about him. There's many more videos. I will go after the orange man. But you're not going to prop this woman up in front of me and tell me I got to vote for her. Says who? Is this really a democracy? Since when you going to prop somebody up in my face and tell me this who you got to vote for? Says who? Since when? Why? That's the most important question. Why? And you got to come up with something better than, oh, well, she's a black woman. No, she's not a black woman. She's a person of color. So try again, sucker. Try again. Try again, you butter sucker. Try again. You got to come up with something better than, oh, well, she's a black woman and she went to HBCU. Why should I go out my way on a rainy day or, hopefully I'll be some pussy on election day, but, we'll see how that plays out. But I'm not going to get out of my I'm not going to get out of my place of residence into my car, weaving through traffic, ducking the police. Hopefully, the police don't shoot me in the process if they pull me over. Only for me to go to some elementary school where the roof is leaking and the floor is creaking, and some lady with some super polygrip attached to her dentures going to give me some sticker telling me I voted. Y'all do better than that. Because none of you clowns out there that sit up there advocating for Kamala Harris and tell you, you gotta do your research. You're not telling the constituent what are they going to get for their vote. Because it goes to question, it begs the question, what are you voting for? Not who, right? We don't do identity politics over here. Right? If you want identity politics, go to one of the mainstream media outlets. For independent journalism, we're going to tell you, what are you voting for? What? I'm not looking for anything historic. I'm not looking for a star. If I were looking for a star, I'd go watch the next action movie that comes out. I'm not looking for a star. I'm not looking for somebody that's going to move the needle for other groups and yet ignore us. We had enough of them motherfuckers running around here in the Barack Obama. So what are you voting for? Not who, what? And this whole talking point about reproductive rights, right? Oh, they're stripping away women's rights. The truth of the matter is, that whole Roe v. Wade thing revolves around white women. If you go around black communities, black women ain't going out there having no goddamn abortions. That's a damn lie. Joy Reid out here lying to people. When you go to that protest, when they had that protest out in DC, right? And don't no motherfucker can sit up here and tell me because I live in the DC area, I see what the fuck going on. So if you don't live in the DC area and you sitting up here living in Florida and all these other states trying to tell me what the fuck going on, fuck you. Your feet not on the ground. For some of you, your feet might be up in the air. But aside from that, when they struck down the whole Roe v. Wade thing, who was out there? It was a whole bunch of white women out there protesting. Yeah, you might have a few coons out there sprinkled in the mix. You might have had a few bed bucking bed witches sprinkled in, but the majority of it was white women. Because a lot of white women were out there living promiscuous lifestyles and shit like that. And if on the off chance that they might have gotten knocked up, well, there's the morning after pill and there's all these other stuff that they use to abort the child. So this whole thing about abortion rights, that benefits white women. It does not benefit black women. If you go to a lot of these cookouts out here, you got all these kids running around here in the black community. You go to a black cookout, there's all kinds of kids running around. Ain't no black women going out there having abortions. Sorry. You take that lie somewhere else. See, y'all gotta understand something. If somebody tells 99% truth, is a 100% lie. If somebody tells you a 99% truth, is a 100% lie. Because see, Joy Reid conveniently left that part out. Black women do not benefit from Roe v. Wade being stricken down. So you got to try again, mother sucker. You got to try again. Van Jones, I'm waiting on this revolution that you're talking about. Huh? I'm waiting on this revolution that you're speaking of. I'm waiting on it. So you got to make that make sense. Y'all got to make that make sense because y'all are disgusting right now. Anyway, the mainstream media can sit up here and tell lies and stuff like that. I choose to tell the truth. I choose to stand on the right side of history, right? And to be honest with you, no matter who wins, we lose. So for all you guys that they talk about, I'm gonna vote for Trump just because you guys are coons too. Because what did Trump say that he's gonna do for black people? Outside of selling tennis shoes and Bibles and shit. Right? So no, that's not the answer. Voting for Trump is not the answer. Hey, oh yeah, by the way, since we talk about Nina Simone early in the stream, so how can Nina Simone's family lose the estate, and then when she became vice president, she had the mitigated gall and the audacity to play Nina Simone's music at the inauguration? What kind of vile, disgusting shit is that? But I'm supposed to be voting for this cackling hyena, right? We been to the border. We been to the border. We been to the border. You had been to the border. I hadn't been to Europe either. Get the fuck out of here. This woman 5 years ago, when Kelly Mellenbacher was her campaign manager, told y'all what it was when it came to her and how she mismanaged her campaign and how she had her sister Maya Harris just grossly mismanagement, don't talk to nobody, don't nothing. But I'm supposed to vote for this woman, right? I'm supposed to forget about all that, right? Is Matrice Richardson family supposed to forget about her? Huh? The many people that she's put in prison, even the homie, right? Shouts out to the homie Tom Bennis, right? Hey, all the people she put in prison, all the black men she put in prison, right? They supposed to forget about that? They supposed to put all that to the side just to vote for this woman. I'm supposed to put everything I know about this woman to the side to vote for this part-time black woman, full-time con artist, right? Now, mind you, we just had a black woman by the name of Sonia Massey who was murdered in her own home. And yet, Kamala Harris is going to use that as a political prop. The same way she used Matrice Richardson's case as a political prop. Now, mind you, there's no anti-black hate crime law. There's no reparations. There's no ending qualified immunity. Where was the Police Accountability Commission? Where was the George Floyd Policing Act? Because when Biden got a hold of it, he just kicked that can down the road, and then Congress took that can and threw it in the trash. But you're going to use the death of Sonia Massey as a political football, right? She should still be alive. No shit, Sherlock. So why haven't y'all done anything about it? Outside of the thoughts and prayers. And Al Sharpton coming out of his fucking rat hole with that dirty perm to do a goddamn eulogy. Thou shalt not be moved. Now, if the fate of the country is at stake and democracy's in peril and all this other stupid ass shit y'all be saying every time an election cycle come around, you would think they would appeal to the very base for support, but they don't. Instead, they would talk down on us. They would have us puppets talk down on us. And then when they don't get their desired result, they don't come around and blame us. Absolutely the fuck not. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not on my fucking watch. Oh, and Van Jones, keep your ass out of Oakland. Because you're making the people in Oakland look bad. You sitting up here crying on TV like a little bitch. This is such an historic day. The fuck out of here. You keep your stupid ass off Oakland. Wish Marshawn Lynch would slap you in the back of your goddamn head. You supposed to be from Oakland. You were sitting on TV crying like a little bitch over a white supremacist. What? You serious right now? And then when you fought back them tears, you was sitting up there stuttering and stammering, talking about this a good day. Anyway, I got fish to fry, figuratively speaking, and I got speaking. So I got to get up out of here. If you're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the LDBC. I hate you motherfuckers. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt.